Silvana from SilvanaKicks, and today we're going to do a student spotlight. This student has flown across the country from Alberta to Ontario. Let's find out why. All right, so we're welcoming Illyria here today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're just gonna hop into the first question. So the first question that I have for you that I want you to explain to everyone is, how did you find us?
So my mom actually found Seafood Julian, your brother, through a WKC ad on Facebook. Okay. And I was kind of already teaching myself bow at the time, and it wasn't really working out well. So my mom contacted Seafood Julian, and I started class with him. And then about 6 months or something into training with Seafood Julian, he referred me to you. And he was like, well, maybe you should try some stuff with Seafood S. And I was like, okay. So then I started doing classes and privates with you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Glad that he ended up reaching out. And
yes.
Yeah, I remember him telling me, he's like, hey, I have a student that wants to learn from you. I'm like, who? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you telling me this? He's like, yeah, she's going to be fully remote, completely remote learning. Yeah. And I was like, why? He's like, yeah, she actually doesn't live here, but she really wants to learn. So I was actually wondering, when he told you about me, what was the main thing that you wanted to learn from me directly?
Mainly strengthening kicks and working on that aspect of my martial arts. And then we started working on that.
Yeah.
And then it turned into curriculum, and I learned fan from you and dragon, and just kind of went on from there.
Yeah, we kind of spiraled a little bit.
Yes, we did, yeah.
It was a great experience, though.
It was, yeah.
It's funny how that kind of works, right?
Yeah.
Like, we just decided, let's start here.
Yeah.
And then this is where you ended up.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You literally competed this weekend with a fan form that we just randomly decided to start teaching you.
Yes.
So that was really cool. Okay, obviously I already know, but for those who don't really actually know what your background is and where you're from and your martial arts background, can you give us a little bit?
Okay, so I'm actually from Alberta, and I live way up north. I'm the last town you actually hit before you go to the Northwest Territories.
Okay.
And then my martial arts background, I started doing TKO when I was about 10, I think, 9 or 10. And then I started doing karate, not with you guys yet, but with a different club. And then, I found Seafood Julian.
Yep.
And you guys about a year and a bit ago.
So training, working, learning online has kind of become a little bit normal because of COVID, and we just had to learn how to adapt and do these things remotely. Yeah. But people are starting to go back into their clubs, back into work, back to school.
Yeah.
How do you cope? How are you managing training from home still?
It's a lot of dedication, and that's mainly it. Being dedicated to, remembering to do class and, just not putting my 100% in all the time and having love for the sport.
Totally.
Because that is probably the biggest thing. And it's obviously, I want to, pursue martial arts. I want to be able to teach it and everything. So I have to have that dedication, and I have to have that, my 100%, my heart, my soul into it.
Yes.
So, yes.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. It's awesome to hear. It's really hard. And I feel like I've said this to you a few times, during our online classes that we have, where I give you just so much respect.
Yeah, thank you.
So much respect for, what you do and how you're learning and how you're constantly just on top of it.
Thank you, Sifa.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're just super it takes a lot of internal motivation to put yourself into class all the time. You don't have a lot of space all the time. You got some people running into you sometimes. Some couches come out of nowhere. We had nunchucks out of shirts.
Yep.
You gotta adapt, but you did, and you are, and you're continuing to do it, which I think is amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you talked about your remote learning and having all the motivation to do all those online tournaments as well as participate in the WKC events that came out in person this year as well.
Yeah.
So what made you get on a plane and fly all the way over here and sit next to me today?
So it started out as I was going to come to the competition that just happened on the weekend, the WKC Pro Amateur competition here in Waterloo. And it started out as that, and I was like, I really want to go. And then it kind of, from there, I was like, well, I'm there.
Yep.
I might as well just stay there for a while and train and do some in-person training and get to see everybody and help and do all that. So yeah, that's how that kind of happened.
That's awesome. And you got to meet more of the team.
Yes, I got to meet more of the team, more of the students, and train and with everybody, and it's a very, very, very fun and exciting experience.
And I know that everyone loved having you and seeing you in person on the mats with
Thank
us,
you.
beside us, and not just on the screen. Although impressive nonetheless,
Yes,
it
thank
was and has been nice to have you right beside us.
Thank you.
Yeah. I also mentioned how you performed the fan form that you learned from me at the last tournament in the trad division.
Yes.
Tell me about how that went. Tell me how you felt, and tell me about the whole experience of being competing in person in Waterloo with everybody.
It was amazing. I received a gold medal in trad weapon with my fan, and I was completely stunned. Like, I stepped up and I got that mark, and I was like, oh my god.
Don't
and
show
I bowed,
it.
And
Don't
I
show
was like,
Yep.
Okay. Did Sifu watch that?
Yes, I did.
And it was awesome competing and seeing everybody again and seeing new people and watching all of my team and all the competitors compete and do so well.
Yeah.
Everybody did amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was an amazing, and the competition itself went so smoothly.
Absolutely.
Everybody started on time. Everything went smooth, and it was just a great experience.
And for those of you who go to tournaments, knowing that a tournament runs on time is big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, guys.
It was.
So yeah, went really, really well.
It did,
You
yeah.
also competed in trad forms.
Yes.
How'd that go?
I came in second with that one, and I actually lost to Hannah.
Yep.
It was funny because we actually said earlier, she's like, watch us like tie or like get first and second, and we did.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it was a very, very funny interaction with us. So
It's awesome. It's always nice. It's like nice competing with a teammate, but
Yes.
also like kind of sucks because
Yes.
you're like, I want you to win, but I also want me to win.
Yeah.
So it's like, good luck,
Yeah.
but also good luck to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what divisions do you normally compete in when you do like WKC? You do trad weapon, but normally that's bow.
Yes. So normally I do bow and trad weapon, and then hardstyle and classical.
Yeah.
And then I also compete in soft style or Chinese.
Yeah.
And then Korean and Kempo as well.
And hopefully you could join us on our ICOMA trip
Yes,
that comes up in
yes.
January as well. That'd be
Yeah.
amazing for you to join us on Team Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I gotta go back into longer stances, okay? So, throw, jump up, landing long. There we go. Jump into power block, jump. High. There we go, turn. Jump. I want you getting tight on these.
Okay.
Jump. Up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then turn. There we go. That was way better. And then hands away from your face and lower. They're striking underneath the jaw, so make it make sense. Okay? Go. back to that. Go to the landing. Do the circle, slow. 1, 2, 3, scoot, land. Yeah, so what you keep doing is on your second circle, you keep bending your other leg by accident.
Okay.
So either shift completely or don't shift at all. No. So basic stance, high-low. So start with 1, don't move. 2, now move. 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. Okay, so just make sure that when you're bowing into the ring, don't tiger claw.
Okay.
Do you know the significance of tiger claw in your bow? Okay, well, that's a teachable moment. So when you're adding tiger claw to the bow, it means that you're ready to like defend or fight.
Okay.
So when we're bowing in and out of class, for example, we don't have tiger claws in our bow because we're bowing to each other out of respect, right? So it just goes right back to here. Same thing as when you bow into the ring. I doubt the judges are gonna like dock you for that, but just for your own knowledge as well. So don't walk in with, yeah. And then when you start your form, change it to tiger, yeah. Okay? Okay. Okay, that was pretty good overall. I need higher and stronger kicks. Your water wheel looks better in person. So maybe it was because you practice a lot, but but it looks good. I was fully ready to like correct like the crap out of it, but it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah. I need more attitude. Remember how we keep talking about that?
Yeah.
Face. I need it like as you walk into the ring as well. So go to the corner. Chest up, shoulders back, then you bow. There we go. Yeah. Face. That. In. Presence. Go. There. Push up. Yeah. Go slow. Go. 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 Freeze. Freeze. So. Okay. 1. Okay. And then you go down, and this hand should circle, so it should strike over top of it, because it's a water wheel.
Yeah.
So down, out, and then up, out, which you did fine. And then this next one has to be pulled back fully on the out.
Okay.
Around, boom, boom, don't stab yourself, boom, push out, yes. Good. Oh my god!
I wanted to do it too, and I didn't.
What was that?
That was awesome. And here I was thinking, oh, we should like video chat your mom for this.
I'm dead. Hold on.
City, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Sibok.
No problem. Ready? Light! Got a message. Me? Or to each other. You're all dismissed.
Thank you, Sibok. And that's it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about my student. If you'd like to learn from me as well, I do have a Patreon page specifically dedicated to kicking, flexibility, and strength. With that being said, I'm going to do my Patreon shout out of the week. Thank you so much to Edgar Z for being on my Patreon page and making videos like this possible. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Okay, we'll just give it a go.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it already?
Yep.
This whole time?
Yeah, I gotta get bloopers somewhere.
Darn it! Did you know that? Yeah. Oh my god!
I made a giant dingling.
It's a conspiracy against me. Okay.